We take you straight to our top story now, where Bongmusa Mthembu has won the Comrades Marathon for the second year running. He ran a personal best of 5 hours and 26 minutes. Another South African, Anne Ashworth, has won the women's race in a time of 6 hours and 10 minutes. Let's take you straight to the action in Durban now, where eNCA's Myron Naicker is standing by. Myron, quite a day in Durban, and the Comrades Marathon runners still coming in.
Quite a day indeed. It's in fact a fantastic day for South African athletes. Bongmusa Mthembu, unbelievable performance to take his third victory. And then Anne Ashworth, absolutely composed as she passed the halfway line. She took control of the race and she just looked in complete control. Gerda Steyn, another South African, coming in second. I'm joined with the 1991 winner, Nick Bester, who's going to just talk us through. Nick, let's start with Bongmusa's run. He looked comfortable. David Khatebe gave him some trouble, but then he pulled away.
I think Bongmusa was standing. You know, he was playing with the guys. I saw him when he was leading there was a big lead in the beginning, and you could see he was the most comfortable of all of them. And as they went through Pinetown, he was even dishing out water to all the guys around him, and then he pulled away on Cowie's Hill. And it's a great time, an excellent time for Bongmusa, and it's great for South Africa that we've got 1, 2 and 3. Except for 3 is Steve Way, but 1, 2 in the men's race, as well as the ladies. I think Anne Ashworth and Gerda Steyn ran a great race, and the time that they achieved, because we was aiming for a 6:15 Gerda, and we thought that will be an easy win, but Anne was just stronger on the day, and congratulations to her, and great for South Africa.
Nick, what does it say about South African athletes? They've kind of dominated this race over the past few years.
Yeah, I think it's a good sign for South Africa, you know, and the Comrades did such a good for South African running in general. Everybody who watch the Comrades want to become runners, and they want to achieve and win and run this race one day. And that is how we develop our talent, you know, guys who are watching TV and they want to become heroes like the winners of today.
Nick, I'm going to leave you there. I know your runner, Shane Bosman, is about to complete the podium in the women's race, so thanks very much for your time, and we'll chat to you later. That was Nick Bester, your 1991 Comrades Marathon winner, just talking to us about how special it was from Anne Ashworth to win the women's race, and of course Bongmusa Mthembu to make it a treble. He's now the most successful South African athlete, apart of course from the Comrades King, Bruce Fordyce. So wonderful scenes here as the race finishes for the first time at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. The elite athletes are through. It's now time for the amateur athletes to take center stage. It's still a very long day out on the road for them. The weather is starting to change a bit, and let's hope that it remains clear. We know there's still a lot of work for that back runner, and of course the cut-off time being later this evening at 6 o'clock. So still a lot of time left in the race, at 5:30 rather, still a lot of time left in the race, but the festivities continue here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. I'm Myron Naicker in Durban.
Myron, before I let you go, the lead up to this race of the last 2 weeks, the headlines were really stolen by a big name withdrawals from the race. But it seems this race has gone ahead, and some new faces, some well-known faces, really stealing the limelight and writing their own story at this year's Comrades Marathon.
Absolutely, we saw the withdrawal of Caroline Vosman, a former winner, and then last year's winner, the American Camille Herron, also withdrawing. But if you look at the time in which Gerda Steyn came in second and Anne Ashworth won, it shows just how strong these athletes are. Shane Bosman completing the podium. So, you know, regardless of the top names that didn't make it to Comrades this year, South African women and the men, of course, obviously really stood out. You can really judge their performance based on their times, excellent times, given the fact that there was a 5-kilometer change in the end of the race due to the fact that the finish had now moved to Moses Mabhida Stadium. So it seems as though South Africans have really taken control of this race over the last 5 years, and regardless of whether there are withdrawals later on, the pool of quality athletes is still very big. It just bodes well for South African running.
Now, many South Africans who perhaps are not athletics experts will be talking about what is happening this afternoon. Myron, they're reporting that 5:30 is the cut-off time for those last athletes to register their times for the Comrades Marathon. eNCA will be keeping an eye on all the action for you going forward.